EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a sold-out Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Check, 55, Mike. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come get some. Come on here.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
You and I both know we're into a whole new realm of football because we're not just looking at tendencies anymore. We're looking at analytics, and I've got to think the analytics on 3rd and 1 say run the football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Pittsburgh.
The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Get it.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 25 yards that time.
Go now.
A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, 51 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, but now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Back to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on, catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Check 37. Check 37.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Caught. It's Wilson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. They'll look to throw here. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bengals will get the football back.
Set, ready? 50, plant.
55. I got one.
Go. Ready?
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Now Joe Mixon. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Mixon. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 14. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 14-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things.
The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
They'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll run with Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's go. 15, Ronnie. 15 line.
Check tight, check tight. Check tight.
56.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. They'll set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, 76 yards. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's not going to get me. Let's go.
Bobby McCain here, the one who brings him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll get this one to his tight end. That's Jason Kroom. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. 2nd and 5. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
60 or. Exit.
Looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. On the right side open is Gesicki. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Richardson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Complete to Paul Richardson. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Back to Mixon on first down. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, his second touchdown of the afternoon. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together Charles and nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check 9, check 9. Check 13.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. Parker unable to get that one. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Set, ready? 10 Lobo.
Again, it's Mixon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. They'll drop the throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He had 5 catches in the wild card win, and that's his 5th here, and it's good for a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. Now back to throw. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's got his tight end Gesicki in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they covered him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
All day, every day.
After the penalty, it's Mixon. He finds an opening past the 40 as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Once again, they run with Mixon. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
5.
55. Right there in the middle. 55.
He's going to launch this thing way down, and that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. In for the score. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 51 yards. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he's going to...